minute, I've been moved to Omaha.
An inmate at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, your current balance is $66.43. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of this call. Is there anything I need to know?
No, I'm going to call the web thing tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I'd asked you this before, but Bradley, the guy here in Omaha.
Hold on. Okay, I talked to your. I'm sorry, man. I got to tell you, I'm challenged, but I don't want to go into the details. It's not the time. But okay, so yeah, I talked to your mom. She said something about if better communication might solve the no money problem. That you kind of let her know a little bit late, but she could have taken care of it earlier. I did get text from Bradley. It wasn't good. Bradley seems to be under a lot of challenges. I'm trying to. Let me hold on. You might know this already, but hold on just one second. It says V and I are in a hotel. I want to read you the whole thing. V and I are in a hotel after we had someone burn down our garage and nearly our home at 2:30 a.m. for using it as a shelter for local Lakota SOUIX natives. After destroying it, it didn't take. I have been wanting to answer Mike, but I've been scrambling to get me and the missus to a safe place. I'm pissed off. Seeking equally aggressive means of exposing these people trying to dissuade me from my mission. Litigious, he means like go the legal route, not violent. I have us holed up in a hotel outside of Omaha, and am now able to talk to our friend. If you can pass that on, thanks. And then he sends me various pictures of what looks like a fire-bombed out place. I mean, it looks like somebody tried to firebomb him, or I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I don't know any details, and I talked to your mom, and my life is very challenged. And, anyway, I'll shut up now, Mike.
Okay, I had talked to my mom a week ago and let her know that I was fixing to run out of funds, and I thought she had said she was going to try to send some funds last week, but I guess she wasn't able to, or did she say?
Okay, my impression in talking with her, and it was very brief, was you let her know you were running out of funds, and by that time it takes time for her to do it, and if you'd let her know, she kind of gave me the impression if you'd let her know a little bit earlier, she could have taken care of it. But I don't know the details. I know it's hard to have communications because it's so easy to miss things in the allotted time that we have. And plus, my mind is working on like 30 other prisoners. And when you call, I try to stop everything. And the little hamster in my head has to think, Mike, Bradley, Mike Parsons' mother. It's just very difficult to keep all the players and the details at a moment's notice,
I can imagine. Well, if you can ask Bradley, if you can send him a text message. I was also curious if he had recorded any part of the trial, because I got that response back that you sent that basically the judge is saying they're claiming that they didn't record the trial, but I don't believe that for a minute. I don't believe for a minute that they didn't record the video too. I mean, that's a federal court. They've got the ability to record this stuff. You can't rely on a court reporter who could just write anything. That ain't how it works. This is 2018, and everything is recorded on audio and video, so I'm not buying his BS. Also, you said you only got a copy of the petition that I had Pat type up for the U.S. District Court in Memphis. You said you got it in a PDF form. If anybody listening has the software that can convert a PDF document into a Word document, if they can recreate that and email it to you, then perhaps you can put it on that drive.
Did you get the drive? Did you get the drive I mailed you? Did they give it to you?
No, I didn't know you'd already mailed it.
Yeah, I mailed you all the photos you asked about. I mean, Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what I mailed. But yeah, I sent it a long time. Yeah.
No, I have not gotten any notice of it being received yet. So, do you know how long ago it was sent?
Early last week. And I even put a copy on my computer so I know exactly what I mailed to you.
Right.
But yeah, you should have it. I'm surprised you don't have it. It has all of Frater's stuff. I hate mentioning that guy's name. I can't. Every time I mention his name, he acts like he's in a freaking starring in a role of some superstar.
Has anybody been able to verify if it's actually a man or a woman?
I don't know. Mike, I got to tell you, just the fact we talk about him, it's like he feels like he's accomplished something because we've mentioned his name. Anyway, MikeParsons.org. I did get that on the Wayback Machine, so you're going to get the copies of that. Your petition and also photos. So all of that should be in a USB key, and I'm pretty sure I mailed it early last week.
Okay. Well, if anybody listening has the ability to take that document, that petition that I created for the U.S. District Court in Memphis for Mrs. Parsons, and if they can convert it from PDF to a Word document and get it to you, or if I get access, if I can get access, I haven't been there for 2 weeks, but if I'm able to start going back to the library, I'm in there for literally 1 hour, 3 days a week, and it takes 10 minutes to get set up, so 50 minutes, and I'm trying to get a brief created from that document that I can send in. That would just save me about 3 weeks worth of work trying to type it up. If anybody's got time to fool with that, I greatly appreciate it. If not, I understand. Also, I never heard back from Belle or Mary, and she was saying that there was a guy that went to trial, but was, as she put it, kicked out of jail for writing, "I don't consent to you bonding or securitizing this signature." And I had requested if there was ever any proof of that, if I can get access to that proof, and I never heard back, so I don't know if that was something that slipped through the cracks or if it was just never available. This is a guy that stole Mrs. Parsons' gun. Realize this is her private property that they stole. They stole this from her guns and ammo. That was her property that they stole, took it right out of the house and never gave it back to her. And she has a right to that property, regardless of what people might think. You don't lose your property just because they kick in your door and steal stuff. That ain't how it works. And, of course, here's the thing. I can spend years of my life messing with this nonsense and find a solution. And I've got to know that there are thousands of other people that are dealing with the same corruption, and they've then already found a solution. Well, the problem is you've got these lawyers out here, these attorneys, these bar card types that will not take, or the people don't have the ability to communicate the solution. So that everybody has to start from ground zero and spend their entire life's efforts and energy and money trying to undo this nonsense. That's ridiculous. You can pick up a manual and see how to, do an engine overhaul on virtually any car out there. It's called Climbers and Chilton's manuals. Okay, there's got to be something similar to that for this nonsense.
Well, I have to
start from ground one.
I don't claim to have all the answers.
I shouldn't have to design it from day one.
I don't claim to have all the answers, Mike, but I do have an opinion, and my opinion is we are at war. It's asymmetrical warfare. They know they're at war with us, but most of us don't even know we are at war, and there's no manual. I mean, they will get away with whatever the hell they can get away with, and if they can put you in prison on whatever trumped-up charges they can find and whatever, debauchery and degenerate behavior, they're going to do it. And it's whatever they can get away with. They don't have a manual they operate by. And I don't know that there's a manual that provides a solution. Anna Von Reitz probably would, probably say she has the answers, but I can't get, I haven't reached out to her, but I don't see anybody in her camp reaching out to prisoners. It's all, they all get together and,
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. Anybody that's winning, where are these people at? That's the thing. When I was winning, when I was going to court and, exposing how, number one, I got the bogus charges against me dismissed multiple times, the first time through Tennessee. Why is that? Obviously, I was doing something right. Now, did Tammy in the UPS store or Mrs. B, did they? I don't know if they ever got my letter. I sent them a request to reach out to various different people I've sent information to see if anybody's getting this information. And I've never heard back. If they're listening, if they can, let me know whether they got my list of people that I've sent information to. I'm just trying to verify if people are getting it. If I know they're getting it and they're just not responding, so be it. That's fine. I'll stop bothering people and I'll stop writing anybody. But until I know for certain that people aren't responding, I assume that the mail's not getting to them. Also, are you familiar with a Lawful Purpose Act? Apparently there's something trying to go through Congress right now as part of another bill. It's called the Lawful Purpose Act, and it has something to do with the Second Amendment.
I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of that before, Mike.
Okay, they were talking about it tonight on Armed American Radio, and I was just curious.
Yeah, that's another one that I reached out on your behalf and tried to get him to contact. I mean, listen, I'm not going to badmouth people. I don't know if they're busy, they got other priorities, but there's just very few people that care about prisoners,
Right. All right. Also, this is interesting. Yesterday, this Nebraska football team, they blew a 10-point lead with 3 minutes left, and they lost in overtime by 3 points, 34-31. And in a CNN poll, they were slighted or supposed to have had a 98% chance of victory. In other words, it was a virtual guarantee that they were going to win the game, and they lost. And the CO said, "Isn't that the team that you said that was the people that this attorney in court and this judge and all these people were, assuring the jury that they were going to have this trial done with so that they wouldn't have to worry about missing a football game?" And I said, "Yeah. I mean, look, they've got a good team. They've got an excellent coach. The coach was I think, #1 last year with Florida. So on paper, these guys should be winning everything except maybe Michigan. Everything. But they're not. I mean, think about it. They had a 4-hour lightning delay. That's that's something that just doesn't happen. You have thunderstorms blow through in 30 minutes, not 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I said, I just turned it over to, I prayed the Holy Spirit would do business, let my God do business with their God in the name of Christ. Amen. I command it be done. And I just let it go. I said, they worship a football team. Let my God deal with their God. And,
Amen.
People laugh at that. They think, "Oh,
you have 1 minute remaining."
Well, it's not so silly when you got a team that should be, winning everything in sight that hadn't won a game. They're 6-0, and they just lost to Northwestern, which is a team they should have beat with their eyes closed.
Yeah. That's very interesting, Mike. That's very interesting. If that's their God, it seems like I pray the Lord manifests and intervenes in the affairs of humans and shows himself.
Yeah, demonstrate these people can have their God, but their God will lose in the end.
Amen to that.
Depending on whatever the judge says to me, forego that onto their God for the duration. So maybe the boosters of that team need to speak out to this judge and attorney like, "Hey, you might want to back off this guy."
Yeah.
Apparently his God is not playing. But
Amen
anyway,
to that. Amen.
Just a thought. God bless you, and thanks everybody for what you're doing. I'm going to keep standing as long as I'm able to stand, and hopefully we'll get through this nonsense. But you're right, we're at war. They're attacking us. They're just...
Thank you for using GTL.